rolling? We can go.
You go.
Hey, the sounds that you are now listening to and being possessed by the one and only
Jam
Pony. Yeah.
Express DJs, featuring yours truly, DJ Slick Vic, in
And
the music.
with McNasty Slime Groves ear. Like Cool Jock. You know the business, ain't it? Yeah.
Panty Raider, Zeke the Freak. Check out the
What
t-shirt.
up? What's up with y'all?
Smile if
What's
you're not
up?
wearing panties. And I'm talking to all the little
Yeah.
freaks. Leave that.
Yes, man. That's what I'm
Tell me how you guys got your start.
Oh, man. We started Jam Pony in 1980. Me and Mark, Mr. MB.
Oh, Mark Brown.
Yes.
Well, y'all really had a band before that, ain't it? Before the DJ thing, y'all had a band, didn't it?
Well,
A band, like instruments and all that. What the name of y'all band, Vic,
You
was?
talking pre-80s then.
Yeah, that was before what you were rocking, but hey.
That was me and oh, you want to go back? We did it like Fat Albert and and the Junkyard Kids.
Yeah,
we had the cans and everything. We used to beat on the cans and the turned over wheelbarrow.
You and old Spider D, ain't it?
Yeah,
All that,
from
ain't
that
it,
to the
man?
drum set and
See, one
and then rap music came along.
See, one thing about it,
man.
we originally, see, back in the days, you had to play an instrument or you had to know something. You couldn't just get up there like you had to play something or do something.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I love my boy Vic and him and MB been going back for so long, but playing instruments and all that, that what we were about, like, just really all into the music. Like
And like I say, and then rap came along, and that changed the game.
Tell me how you got into doing the. Tell me how you got into doing your formula, actually, as far as the transforming, getting up on the mic, and doing all that stuff.
It was.
How'd you figure out the fader thing and all that? Whose idea was that?
It was something I always did, but we took it to another level.
I can
All
tell
us
you like
always
this. It
talk.
came along by accident. When I first started out, I started off like every other DJ. I met I was the DJ at YMCA Jam Factory for rock back in the days. I remember when Run DMC first came out with their first single, It's Like That, Suck MCs. Jam Master Jay came down and we had to take him to get some turntables. We down south we was mixing, but nobody was really scratching. And when I seen Jam Master Jay, I was right there, and I think I was recording. As a matter of fact, I had a tape deck up under the table, and I was recording Jam Master Jay. And halfway through the show, he saw that tape deck. He was like, "You recording?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm recording." And he kicked the plug out the tape deck. And I still had some of Jam Master Jay on tape. I never forget that. And I think that was when we started scratching.
Yeah.
But we was always mixing and doing our thing like that. The talking part came from the parties. Even when you playing a lot of music and you're having a good time, it's always that guy that want the mic and tell some jokes and start cracking the people and doing all that. That kind of took a party to another level. That, along with I say the commercials.
I think that was the biggest part, boy. Them commercials we used to have. So
Well, I'm saying this all led up to the record label.
Yeah,
Because
you
we used to
right.
make a commercial, and I guess the radio DJs, their commercial was standard commercial was put an instrumental in the background and blah blah blah. Y'all come to such and such club, and it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that, and they might put a slow and for the ladies, and then a slow record will come in.
Yeah.
So you might hear 2 records. My thing was to try to get as many records in a commercial, and it was a 30-second commercial sometimes.
Yeah,
But we lucky we had
yeah.
a minute.
Oh,
A minute
man.
commercial, I go ham then. But if we did a 30-second commercial, I try to slide at least as many records into that commercial as I can. And the way I can get those as many records in that commercial was if I say something and then the record finish off my sentence and says what I'm saying. So we started doing those commercials. They were like, "Oh man, I heard that commercial. That was off the chain." I think and you had all the street DJs. We grew up in Royal Palm, Fort Lauderdale. If you don't know, CM Express was the DJs then. Them was the main guys. We had a lot of DJs.
It was like if you couldn't compete with CM, you ain't doing nothing. They had all them speakers.
Walls of speakers and all
Walls
that.
of speakers.
And
You remember when
you
we
had
went-
to bring the battle.
Remember when
You had to bring the battle. The way to bring that battle is to regulate that mic. You had to take control of that mic and let them people know what the business is. And I think, to me, I think we just stumbled upon it at first. But then, because I used to hear, what's your boy name? Southwind DJs. Tiny Head, Southwind DJs used to do these commercials.
Echo, it was like that echo thing.
No, he used to do these commercials, and he used to put a lot of songs in his commercials. Y'all come on out and the record say Pat Jam, that was the name of the place, and this is gonna be, and then the record will say this, y'all, and ladies, and then the record will say something else. That was like the beginning of it. I just started piecing stuff together. I say, you know what? And DJs were regulating the hooks. They wasn't regulating the entire record at that time. No one was doing that. They might regulate the hook, because the hook, the chorus repeats itself. So they might do that. Super Blue, CM Express used to do that, all that kind of stuff like that. Tiny Head used to do that. But I said, well, hey, you know what? We can do the whole record like that. Just ride the whole record. We was doing it anyway. I used to buy when I was buying Miami bass records, this was my criteria for buying a Miami bass record. I go to the record store, usually Oakland Park Flea Market or Keith up there.
Sugar Hill.
As soon as he give me I say, Keith, what new records you got out?
Sugar Hill record. You know there's some jam on Sugar Hill with that little.
He let me know what new records he got out. And first thing I would say, play the instrumental. Because that's what I'm jamming off of. I'm jamming instrumental. If I like the instrumental, I like the record. I don't care what they're rapping about. But if I heard that bass and it was hitting right, let me get that record. And we started echoing and doing our thing. We were freestyling then because we was jamming off the instrumental.
One thing, we had to grind hard because we wasn't from Miami. Miami don't play no games. I throw the L up. We was the only people where Luke had to recognize and say, Jam Pony from Lauderdale, big props out to Luke and all that. Jam Pony DJs, ain't it, man? We still out here. My boy Vic and all that. Love is love, and this is what it's all about. If you come down south, they had to learn that it wasn't all about booty shit. They think it's all about booty shit. But we play everybody records. If you jamming, we bump you. From New York, from everywhere. If you were jamming, we bump you. You feel me? Regardless, we used to play hip hop stuff up from New York that other DJs down here wouldn't play. You feel me? That helped us to get better. If you playing music, no matter where you're from,
I like to regulate the most.
We played the KRS Ones and the really all that. That love is gonna get you. Love. We was the only one had heart to play that. Yeah. You feel me?
They had that boom in it though. If they had that bass in it, it got play in my ride.
Yeah.
As long as they had that bass, and we loved that. That's why we loved the early Run DMC records and
big shouts out to Splack Pack, Gucci Crew, the Puppies, you feel me? All of them, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And our Coochie
Young
Crew.
and the Restless, Young and the Restless.
You gotta put the Coochie Crew in
that
there.
Gucci Crew,
Juicy
boy.
S, Sexy
Gucci
Slim,
Crew,
Slim,
oh,
Nobody,
man, I
Lil'
love
T.
it, that, man.
Luke, everybody, man.
Yeah.
We love that music.
MCADE, Gigolo, Tony, I gotta say, like, and from my
See, the thing about it, that music was out there. It was everywhere. The radio stations was not playing it. I remember when RBD rap wasn't even on their format. They wouldn't even play no rap music, and I just, me personally, I just hated it. And so every party we used to do, we started doing house parties. Then we went to block parties. Then we started doing skip days. Then we started doing bigger events. Gymnasiums and stuff like that.
That's the God honorees and what have you.
And it seemed like it went from there to doing parties, either homeboys getting out of jail party or going to jail party.
True that.
But it was a party, and Miami bass was always a part of that.